Hello, everyone. My name is Riley Radka, and I am a former graduate of Minden High School. Currently, I'm a lead teller working at Wells Fargo, and I also attend the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Feel free to apply after hearing my speech today, as I know some of you still might be choosing. Now, I'm not just here to enlist you guys to check out UNK. I'm here and I'm supposed to provide you guys some insight into the future, a glimpse, if you will, into the best way to survive the next few years. However, I'm not going to do that. Today, I want to give you a look at my past mistakes and how I've screwed up, messed up, and what I've done in order to fix it. Oftentimes, we look to the future for all of our answers. However, I want you graduates to think about your past and how it can affect your present decisions and impact your future. In the past, though, just the same as you, I walked the halls of Minden High School and attended classes in Mr. Zuliff's science lab, hung out in Mrs. Moore's Spanish room. As a sophomore, though, in high school, I was an awkward little teen with little to no experience on how the real world works and a confidence that I knew how everything worked. In fact, most of you have never had the pleasure of partaking in Mr. Green's English class. He was one of the finest teachers to ever pass through Minden High School, and I would always remember Mr. Green saying, "Do you know what sophomore means in Latin?" And you have to make sure you pronunciate the O there. It means wise fool. That phrase stuck with me because being a sophomore doesn't just stop when you end sophomore year of high school and even college. If anything, we retain our wise fool status long after we pass sophomore year. As a junior in college, I'm still a wise fool that doesn't know how to survive half the time. I may have the confidence, all at, still, t- still at times, that confidence doesn't mean anything if I'm confidently making a stupid decision. Sophomore year, though, I looked to my friends to provide some advice in order to avoid some of these stupid decisions. I had a best friend in high school by the name of Josiah Love, and some of you might even know him. I often went to him with questions about classes, and we talked about all the drama from that day at high school. At the time, what I forgot to realize was Josiah was providing me an outlet of advice that often I used, but I didn't realize how great it was to have him there at the time. He was there to bounce ideas off, and I also gave him ideas as well. I implore you now to listen to your friends. Not always. If they tell you to steal a road sign from the middle of the highway while cars are passing 60 miles per hour, don't. I can speak from personal experience. Friends do provide great advice, support, and help in any situations that maybe others, including your parents, might not understand. Speaking of your parents, you don't have to leave them out of the picture, though. Your parents love you and care for you. How many times can they repeat that over and over again? A lot. They love you, and they're going to keep telling you that forever and ever, so just get used to it now. I didn't always appreciate my parents' unconditional love. I kept my sophomore or wise fool status all the way up until my senior year of high school, and still have a little bit of it in me now. My mom and I fought constantly about where I would attend college in the future, and I'm sure as many of you have gone through and are going through right now. Choosing a college is an extremely difficult decision that your parents may want to input their advice, and sometimes it may seem like the advice goes against everything that you believe in. But your parents, though, they are working for you. My mom and I could not agree in high school on college whatsoever. We fought daily. And my senior year was just a struggle to come to an agreement on what was best for college for me. Your parents won't always know what's best, but most will strive to do the best they can, like my mom. Remember how many years they cared for you, and don't forget all they've done. If they provide their thoughts about college, don't just shun the information. Be there and listen to them because they care for you. Speaking of you, don't forget about you. All right, weird question, but quick show of hands. How many from the graduates would say that you are you? I know, I know. Just raise your hand if you are you. Don't forget this. And I know it sounds weird, and I've told you for the last 5 minutes to, listen to your friends, listen to your family, but, you know, the most important thing about this is you. Your thoughts, your conversations, and your experiences matter. They have shaped you to become the person that you are today, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to remember what made you you. In the past, I let fads, trends, and even people lead me astray from uh, my number one person, me. And, I have a number for you 7. That's how many times I've decided to change my major. I started in accounting, worked my way to finance, bounced my way to supply chain management, and now I've settled as management in the business college, and hopefully we'll stick with it now. Now, most college kids will change their major, but today I want to let you know that that's okay. It's okay to change. You're searching to find your passion, to find that one thing that makes you tick. That drive may not always pop out right away, but that's why I ask you to listen to yourself. You know, you are the one attending classes, you are the one choosing your career, and you are the one choosing your future. But remember to look to the past and your decisions and see how you can learn from them in order to grow. And now I will leave you with a quote from Matt Smith. Many of you know from the popular TV show Doctor Who. He, in his last moments as an actor upon the show, said these lines, and I think this sticks well for all graduating seniors or all graduating people at any moments in their lives. It really applies great to the future of what we can be, but also how important it is to look to the past. It all just disappears, doesn't it? Everything you are, gone in a moment, like a breath on a mirror. Any moment now, he's a coming. You, and you will always be you. But time changes, and so must you. We all change when you think about it. We're all different people all through our lives, and that's okay. That's good. You've got to keep moving so long as you remember all the people that you used to be. I won't forget one line of this, not one day. I will always remember when I was me. Thank you guys, and happy graduation.